driving down the road and your check engine light is flashing, that means you have an active misfire and one of your cylinders is not firing at the correct time and causing the knock sensor to indicate a misfire. And sure enough, it says cylinder 4 is misfiring. So the cylinders are 1, 2, 3, 4, because the front of your engine is always where the pulleys are. So we're going to take this coil, and you'll notice it hasn't been changed. It's 240,000 miles on it, and it's an original Denso ignition coil. Now if this continues to happen, your battery won't charge because your engine's not running correctly, and you'll eventually get the triangle of death. So a lot of people get rid of the car at that point and say, oh, there's something wrong with the charging system. No, there's not. You need to make sure the engine is running in order to charge the battery while you're driving. So to get the engine running, we're going to check the spark plugs first. That's the quickest and cheapest thing. So let's take this off. It's a relay box. Just put this over to the side. We're going to take, you can see where I changed that coil right there. I did that and that didn't fix the problem. So now we're going to look at the spark plug. We're actually going to take the spark plug out of here and we're going to put it in this cylinder right here. That should tell us if we got a bad spark plug. And if not, it's the injector, which is right at the end of, number 4 is right at the end of that wire. But you got to take the air cleaner off and some other stuff, plus they're more expensive. So this is the cheaper fix, so let's try it first. It's easiest to unplug this one, and well, you got to disconnect it and then push it back into there so you can get it out. Got to get the right combination of extensions and angle and all that good stuff. All right, so it didn't come out, so we got to get a magnet. So it's unscrewed. We just got to grab a hold of the spark plug, pull it out and take a look at it. Doesn't look horrible. Let's go ahead and swap it with this one. And see if it's bad. We'll know the spark plug's bad if when we move to cylinder 3, the cylinder misfire goes to cylinder 3. That way we can use our old parts to diagnose what's wrong. Yeah, that one stayed in there too, so here we go with the magnet. Just gonna grab it. Well, that one looks a little different. Let's put that in cylinder 4. And we got to drop it off. Let's check the gap. The gap is supposed to be 43 thousandths. And we got 20 plus 23 is 43. So you're going to put this in here, and I've already wire brushed this and cleaned it. plug gap for the most part is right on. This one has a bender. You actually grab the electrode right there and you can bend it a little tighter. So I'm going to do that because it's just a hair off. Alright, so I got the plug in there. I'm going to put some dielectric grease on that. Dielectric grease just helps it slide off better next time. You're going to take that, line it up, and make sure it clicks. Click. Then put your bolt back in. Alright, so we did all that and it misfired again. So I didn't push my foot on the brake because you don't need your car in ready mode. Let's see what it says now. No powertrain related incidents. Interesting. It had a misfire, but I didn't really drive it. Let me drive it. Alright, so it went to cylinder 3. That's where we put the spark plug from cylinder 4. So we are going to replace just a spark plug instead of an injector and all the other stuff. Fortunately, that's going to do it. Alright, so this is an Autolite AP, which is a single platinum, 3924. If you're going to get double platinum, they're APPs. I wouldn't buy Bosch because Bosch, literally, I had a spark plug that the electrode fell off. It got in my intake valve and destroyed one of my cylinders. So I would not buy Bosch. I would buy Autolite. I've never had one of them fall apart inside my engine after a few thousand miles. So just remember that. Bosch wouldn't do anything about it. They just decided, hey, just ignore it. And that's my own private rant. We're going to gap each one of these to 43. We're going to put some anti-seize on the plugs so that they don't get stuck in the head. Alright, so we put some anti-seize on the threads. Now we're going to put the plugs in and alright, so now we're going to torque the spark plugs to 156 inch-pounds. Alright, so we got our wrench set to 156, which is 13 foot-pounds. That pileated woodpecker thought it was funny. Now when you're doing this, you don't want to put sideways pressure on your spark plug because I've actually seen the spark plug break off right at the top if you put sideways pressure on it. So when you're doing this, try to keep it centered on the hole as much as possible. Once it clicks, you got 156. So this is where the battery is after we've replaced the spark plugs. That, of course, is the TPMS system, but no engine light. But you'll see that the battery will completely charge now. Well, it'll charge up. It's a new battery, so I know it's not the hybrid battery. See now that the engine is running correctly, the battery can function properly because it's being charged by the engine as you're driving the car. So it's fixed. And we didn't have to take it to a dealer and have them charge us lots and lots of money. So you can see the battery is properly charging now because the engine is running correctly. We'll also get a lot better gas mileage since we're not just dumping gas into the cylinder and not burning it. And that's what I was expecting. So now that the engine's running correctly, we have a full charge on the battery.